Shots fired, bang! Shots fired, bang! Waking up from the dry bones like you better get me there. Who is with me, huh? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney. Turn up our home, right? Sanctuary. Easy like 1, 2, 3, just the plus God equals me. We love Jesse. Filthy like yeast. Yeah, how will my power raising my lion hunger? I'm a free. Shots fired black. Shots fired black. Waking up from the dry bones like you better give me that. Your body rocking. So feels a breeze. Walking around and moving heavens out of place. Hey, this shit is 4 degrees. Slow me down, chill, please. I'm walking over dry ground. Y'all sure all up, go down. Hold up. Can't drown with no one now. In the ark, chopping it up, watching fire rain on down. Jacob, the problem now. Missiles count down, blow. Fit the living waters when I'm walking with you by the drown. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. To the deep end you go, I'm drowning you to the Lazarus, my people. Shots fired back. Shots fired back. Waking up from the dry bones like you better give me that. Who is with me, huh? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney. Firstborn of Jesse. For your transgressions I'm bruised. Taking the breath out of Philistines and here in the city of refuge. Shot to the body, okay? Shot to the body. It's a victory war party. Free shots for everybody. Surefire enforcement. Hamstringing your horses. I'm yelling timber. Crushing your Jericho forges, alright? Take us my property. Towards tsunami. You gon' stop me cheering newcomers like salami eyes. Swaggers and Davis strong. Body count raising by a jawbones. Good waters out east of sun and I'm coming home. Joshua born and bred. Even the train of Egypt is dead. Guilty is charged. Just look at the mark on my forehead. It's my nature. What I get on my paper, I'm screaming Yeshua till I fall. That's to the traitors. Where my elected baby, blessed aroma spices, we need for free, prophetical smoke I chosen Messiah. Shots fired black, shots fired black. Waking up from the dry bones like you better give me that. Who is with me, huh? Bring your whole city right. Over here we burn altars and rise like a chimney. TK Fire. This is a Heat Rock Productions. Yahweh. This ain't my gaze to ish. I'ma blow the models out to my house. I'm the furnace bucket hit and tip grind. Humble rappers, what's left of your Jericho? I don't know, murder was all she wrote. The road is free to the full cold of it. Don't take a seat and pop and a TK cash show. We got swords and characters. Communicating nice and riding like rolling goes. Yahweh, he is with me. My rhymes flex off. This is easy. He's all my money like to roll. Enemy king up with the dude. We chopping, not the profit. Lay it up and blaze to the beat with offense. Now we gon' stop and set the fire to win. Vision the fire deep from the belly of a big fish. I'm on Shaw. He rock the prophesy the dragon slayer. They tell me your name, Mr. Precious to say. Well, I'm going to say it, they gon' be pissed all day. My shield and my almighty power. It's just perfect down, pure no power. And my E5 and my choppers. I came from rain and burn the veins up like fire. You're so vibrant and you're moving your feet. You can hate all you want, you just a mark of the beast. I read from my father rolling over the Jeep. No surrender and no retreat. It's prophesied already who is. A whole soul, just 112 skins. Think you let it burn down your crop, take their full away without taking a shot. Hot fire, that's fire. Either she was being sorry, get it to your high blood. People get a resurrected from the dead of war, and that's in the storm. Get the mark on the forehead, keep rock beating down your block. Here's what think you better call the God. Pure words that I still want drop. Listen, texture from all the holes and dogs. Knock. To brown to rock. From the rivers from the four corners. Christ is Lucifer. I'm the prophesied king. Hot damn, they tell me your name, Mr. Precious to say. Well, I'm going to say it, they gon' be pissed all day. My shield and my almighty power. It's a surgery tale, pure no power. George Greenbush, hey, George Greenbush, we smoking on George Greenbush, George Greenbush, hey. Live from the tabernacle, praising y'all all day. Set apart from the profane. Iron gold mixed with clay. Search the loins, with the Torah, you look like Torah, I got the menorah, take a picture with me, pomegranate seeds, sprouted from the root of death, resurrected, singing like Chaucer. Say out of Babylon, right? You get no love, right? He says the love, right? It was so just like a love, right? I could prophecy. Rejuvenate, seek first the temple, allows you to return to evening, alright? Sound the trumpet, and if we funky, I'm gonna show you how to do it, Lord, right? Don't get, observe the Sabbath day, get Jerusalem when you pray, worship him alone, now you Messiah in the zone. I love the Father, I love the Father, his name Yahweh, almighty heavenly power. Got my husband, finish my head hard. Yes, we wouldn't understand it. Other guys people do wrong. The plots flash, the back of the other lower wall, cutting the prophesied the collapse of Esau. I do the standing and late in Jerusalem. Come past getting high in the tents of Shem. Genesis, Deuteronomy, Exodus, Jeremiah, Ecclesiastes. Moshe with me. Resurrection decree. 1, 2, 3. King David for president. Smoking George Greenbush. Yasharal is for president. Hey, y'all trust. Alright. King David for president. I'm smoking George Street. Ooh, yes, you all is my resident. Holla at the Island, what's up? I hit the curtain. It's made of hurtful. Ooh, you told me worship only here. Like ties me in a cool. Let's go. Go some serenity. I'm standing up with energy. I am under my command. Bob your head. Me alright. Earn my stripes. But day and night. Shit, I'm not feeling I'm gonna pay me like right. Don't deal with money. Who's gonna stop me? God, King David, a $1,000,000 tower. The house is my power. You saying that it's over. Tell my name on it, cause I'm flame. Give it to knock, cause we in the block. Feeding the block. With so much water, you gon' need a block. Okay? Where's the nigga screaming, no peace? Somebody better call police. The world mafia holler, all that gon' cease. How you do the robbery to my favorite tree. You smoking George Street. Sacrificing that good. Over the side, walking, talking, living, giving wood. My good. Left, right. Follow me like left, right. Listen to this. I love the Father. Come on, his name's Yahweh, Almighty, every power. King David the president, smoking George Street. Yes, you all is my resident. Hey, he not trust. Hey, George Greenwood. Hey, George Greenwood. We smoking on George Greenwood. George Greenwood. Hey, George Greenwood. Hit that like, people. Two, 3, 5, 6. Hey, what's up, Stan? EMG? What's happening, baby? You ball? What's up, baby? It's your boy, TURNTTALLY, the #1 no fan in the no-known universe. And if you think you know somebody better than me, you're doing this. Boy, stop. We are conquered over here. What's up, my no-blooded family? We'll get into some information. You know how I do. You know what it is, baby. I got some stuff for y'all. We're going to get into the honey fried chicken chat first. Let's get into the chat. Chicken chat. 1 second. Hit that like button, people. What's happening, baby? How y'all living out there? How y'all doing out there? Let's share the screen real quick. Give me 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me close this down. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. All right, we good. We good. We good, good, good. All right, let me change my screen up. Hold on. So hit that like button, people. Hit that like. We're gonna get some information. We're gonna get into Cyrus Fagan. Just hold on 1 second. Where's my alarm going now? All right, here we go. Hit that like, people. People starting to come in now. You start to come in now. Hit that like if you're just coming in the room. You live with TURNTTALLY, baby. The host is with the most. What's up, Sandra? What's up, Jason? Thanks for showing up, y'all. What's up, Island Boy? Jason JT. Jason JT name starters. Join Travis. Yeah. Oh, you talking to Jason. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna get into this little information first. Hold on. All right, get a little information first. All right, so where is that? Marvin Jones. I ain't gonna worry about Marvin Jones. Let's go to these two kids. Now we gotta this is put in the Honey Fried chat. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. I got some good information for y'all. Just give me 1 minute, as usual. All right, let's see what they're talking about here. All right, hit that like button, people. All right, let me get the sound right. Now, one of these are our recruits. I think it's Chad Simmons. Now, they both are going to play together. Both of these kids are going to play together. One's committed to Tennessee, and one's committed to Florida State. So right now, they both speaking. It's Chad Simmons. I believe Chad Simmons, it must be, I don't know who's recruited to who. Both their schools. So, and they both from Gaston County, Florida. They're a duo. Let's see what they say.
Rivals.com out here at Gaston County High School in Florida. You got defensive line teammates. You got FSU commit Joshua Farmer. You got Tennessee commit Daryl Jackson. I know you guys are both, solid to your colleges right now commitment-wise, but y'all both continue to say you guys will go to the same school on the next level.
FSU got to take care of. Tennessee got to take jobs. We stand together, so whoever take both of us in the school, like, we gonna play together for sure. Right. So who want us?
Rivals.com out here at Gaston County High School in Florida. You got defensive line team.
I thought that was real interesting. Let's discuss the roster. All right. Now, let's go to Fagan. Let's go to him first. Hold on. Let's go to Fagan. Anybody know? Hit that like button, people. Anybody know why? What's up, Michael Ayers? He said y'all hit that like button. What's up, Michael Ayers? All right, this Marvin Jones Jr. I think he's interested in committing to us. Marvin Jones Jr. He made a play. It's a scoop he did. Let y'all if y'all be interested in that. But let me look at the roster real quick. Hold on. Let's get the roster up. Oh, Cyrus Fagan. I'm sorry. Let's go to Cyrus Fagan. Thank you, Sandra, for putting that up for me.
Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button, people. All right. All right, Cyrus Fagan. No longer with the team. Does anybody know the insides and outs of that? Does anybody know the outs of that, of why he's dismissed from the team? Hold on a second. Let me get this up. Anybody know why he dismissed from the team? Because I have no idea. One second, y'all. Hit that like. 1 second, y'all. Not that one. Hold on. That's the overlay. 1 second. Let me change this up. All right, hit that like. Hit that like. I might just use this. This is better. Okay. All right, let's see. Now we're going to go to double fries. We're going to go to double fries, no slaw. Real with the quickness. I got the timestamps already ready to go. Yeah, this is it. We're just going to do it. Hold on. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like. Double fries, no slaw. Here we go. Look, they did a little. We're gonna do a little Notre Dame preview. We're gonna do a little Notre Dame preview as well. So just stick around. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna see some coaches. We're gonna listen to Mike Norvell, the usual.
Yeah, Travis to another Travis Rudolph. Did you get a chance to see yesterday and see Jordan Travis come out and how he kind of really ignited that offense? And I think they scored 5 straight touchdowns. They had 6 touchdowns, all drives over 65 yards. It was nice and refreshing to see as a beaten down Florida State fan.
Right. I mean, I've been watching Jordan Travis for a while. I like his game. He plays very.
What's up,
very
Brandy?
hard. He's physical. He has. You think he has knowledge for the game. And, you can tell he's out there having fun. That's the main thing with everything. Just go out there and have fun. It's just football. You know what I'm saying? We've been playing football all our life. So.
And that was my thing. Like yesterday, a lot of fans were mad at me. They wanted us to beat them by 60, but we started off the first half a little rough. But that second half, just seeing those young guys play with effort in the Florida State way, like showing some pride. Like it's cool. I can understand if we're in a rebuild and right now we lose some games that we would normally win. You can live with that. But when you don't see guys out there going all out, having a sense of pride and letting people knock them off the ball, that's an issue. In the second half, when he ended the game, I felt like that completely changed, and people started balling, like they took pride in it. And I felt as if they felt like they could win with him, and they just changed the whole demeanor. We don't know if that'll continue over the course of the season, but just to see it in that little moment, a glimpse of what this team can be when they have a leader that they believe in, that brought some excitement to some guys. And what's your thoughts on that, like as far as the effort and the win this week, but what do you want to see out of this team going forward to kind of make you optimistic about the future?
Want them to go out there and play hard and just, you know what I'm saying? Just like picking up off what you said. Effort, you can't coach effort. It's either you want it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And
this is Jordan Travis.
About the record and just take every opponent as the same. You know what I'm saying? Because like they bleed like we bleed. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can beat on any given day. So if you go out there and play hard and execute, things will go well. That was the main thing Jimbo taught us about execution. You know what I'm saying? The lack of execution can get you behind the game. So I just want our players to just understand, take it one play at a time, control what you can control, and everything else will play its part.
And I talked about that a little bit on Twitter this week. You go back to the teams we played on, even the games we were underdogs. We had a few crazy people on the team that even when everybody had us picked to lose, like, shoot, you need a few crazy people. Like, man, we gonna win. Like, we
Exactly.
21-point underdogs. Like, shoot, we gonna find a way to win. That was just our mindset. And
I don't even think it's about being crazy. It's all about, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, nobody don't want to lose. So don't just go lay down because you know the outside noise have you as the underdog. Nah, you gotta go out there and play. And, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, anybody can be beaten on any given day. You know, and it shows. It shows every single day.
It's a mentality, like a winning mentality. In no moment you'll be okay with losing. You'll never allow that to creep into your mind. And that's what in 2014 you saw with those teams. Even when we got down, we never thought we were out of it. We just had that mentality that, all right, we're going to find a way to come back and win this game.
Yeah, Travis Rudolph,
we don't care
EMG.
about that. We know what we got on this team. And if we get guys to buy in right now, every week, so we'll start seeing them take strides going forward, I feel like.
Exactly. And you can take that. 2014, you can take
What's it with Dang B?
us being going down early. This is a prime example. People's not just gonna lay down. You know what I'm saying? We was the top ranked team, but every team we played, for some reason, they
sneaky
come out,
stuff.
you know, throwing their balls. You know what I'm saying? But I just go to show you that. You feel me? When you go out there with the mindset that I'm gonna win this game, then it can go the way you want. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have pop.
So there we go, y'all. I really like Jordan Travis, man. I mean, Jordan Travis, a quarterback. He looked really good. Let's go to the 26 mark.
Yeah, we because we're down. Thing I think for our guys, like teams will make it close to state, right? Like they don't look and say like, "Oh, Florida State's bad right now. Let's take it easy on them." They say, "Man, this is our chance." Like Duke's never.
What's up, Pat?
Us. Duke is going to give us the fight of our life this
Snaky
year.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Because to them, it's not a bad Florida State team. It's still Florida State. That logo and that brand is still so massive. And so our guys, that's been the toughest thing I think for our guys is they don't see that. They haven't been part of Florida State's success. They haven't been part of like a winning culture.
What's up,
Pat? They don't get that. They have to rise to the occasion every time they step on the field because every week our opponents are doing that. When Jacksonville State saw us on the schedule and saw that we were down, they thought,
thanks, Pat.
man,
thanks for showing up, man.
Hit that light. Make an absolute statement. And so that's kind of what our guys have to rise to that next level because every week for the rest of eternity, if you're playing Florida State, you're getting that other team's best shot, right? You might see teams kind of, you see every year a team gets upset. All right, Clemson will lose to NC State or this team will, Alabama will lose to A&M or just whatever. Nobody sleepwalks through Florida State, right? Like they get up for us every single week and they will forever. And that's what makes it so tough about coming out of this, kind of where we're at. So that's just kind of my rant, or whatever. I kind of cut Richie off, but that was my thought on there.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. We'll go to 47.
Travis, excuse me.
We did our instant reaction show yesterday. Some fun
weekend and enjoy the win because we had a comfortable win. I know it was an ugly start.
Yeah, enjoy that win, y'all.
Then 21-7. But when Florida State took the lead, there's no doubt in it.
That's a point I want to try and make. Don't let nobody tell you this win. Don't let nobody tell you this win wasn't important for Mike Norvell in the program. Because losing to Jacksonville State would have been, it's how it's been real quiet this week about Florida State. Imagine if we would have lost, we would have been front page news and everybody's turned their face. Everybody's waiting for us to lose, man. We got a lot of enemies at Florida State. We all we got, man. So you better enjoy this Jacksonville State win. It wasn't a crucial, important win, and our team made a crucial, big leap forward. So don't let anybody diminish that victory we had this weekend. We was down 14-0, and we gutted it out. We found a quarterback. And we didn't give up, and we found out who the true players are. We found out Toy Phillies. We found our talent. We found our groove. We're going to get there. We already got the better quarterbacks than we got better quarterbacks coming than Florida and Miami, both of them. Hold your head. Let's put FSU game time the same as Clemson.
Oh, I don't care. I ain't watching that game anyway. Clemson's gonna murder Miami anyway. I only watch Florida.
Any of our minds that we were going to win this game.
But what's up?
So
what's up? I get too crazy sometimes. What's up, Van? I should have said, hey, what's up? I'll be deep into this no-bloodedness. Hit that like, baby. We know blood. Raw. Hey, Van, if you want to come on, man, you can come on.
Just enjoy this week.
I'll put the link on if you want to come on.
We saw a lot of promise. That offensive line held up pretty well. Lawrence Toafeli, had a lot of, I think it was 11 carries for 99 yards. Like, that was a really good.
But you come on if you want.
And then the obvious one, Jordan Travis, man, that's something to get excited about. Obviously we need him to stay healthy, but it shows, and this is no shot on James Blackman or Tate Rodmaker, but did any of us think that Florida State would have 5 straight touchdown drives in any game this season and have 6 touchdown drives of 65 or more yards in a game in this season? Yeah, it's Jacksonville State. I get it. But, man, for me, it was exciting. I know this weekend's going to be tough against Notre Dame, but we're probably going to lose that game. We're definitely going to lose that game. But
I don't concur. I don't believe
potentially capable of moving
forward. We can beat Notre Dame.
So I came away from this weekend very encouraged. What about you, Freddie?
Yeah, I was definitely encouraged seeing what Jordan Travis brought to the offense. Of course, going through the season, now that he has more film out on him, teams are going to be more prepared for him versus when he just came in every now and then running a few read option plays. And so we're just going to have to continue to progress each week and get better. But I think you see how things will look when everything's firing on all cylinders. Even if teams prepare and make it difficult for him, the ability that he has with his legs to extend plays, it makes it tough on the defense. So as we continue to get better as a team, as a unit on the opposite side of the ball, I think he just gives us a chance to win some games that normally we wouldn't have an opportunity to win. And I'm excited to see where we go because I think he completely energized that team for the rest of the game. He doesn't come in, we don't get that win.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. You could see, and this is a debate for another day, but I'm not sold 100% on just like the idea of like straight momentum. And again, that's kind of a debate for a different day. But you can certainly see the team's confidence level, right? Like Terry looks more confident out there, knowing he had a guy that could get him the ball. I liked the way that Norvell called the game. I liked the swing passes and the screen passes. A lot of running. His long pass down to Terry, I think it went for 46, 48 yards, was all set up off of a play fake. And so I think that Norvell did a good job calling that game for Jordan Travis once Travis came in. And, yeah, it would have to be kind of a fluke thing if Florida State was to find a way to win this weekend. I don't expect that. But if we can build and do a couple of things well this weekend, then we'll see what we look like the next weekend against North Carolina, right? And that's really what's important at this point is, hey, probably not going to win this weekend. I mean, just being a realist. But if you can find a couple more things to build on, do some things well, steal a couple of wins that you're not supposed to down the stretch.
Freddie, I have a question for you. Because when Florida State, when Jordan Travis entered the game, it seemed like the defense got a spark as well. So did you notice that when you played at Florida State?
How y'all feel about
maybe when the
quarterback can make the team much better? How y'all feel about our chances with Notre Dame? I feel good about our chances. I don't know what their record is. I haven't even looked into Notre Dame. I'm gonna look into them on this show. I haven't looked into them, but I remember the first game, they looked pretty awful. Tate will get some more touches. All depends on the flow of the game. He's not a true runner, but throws a decent ball. Yeah, he'll probably get some burns. I'm going to find out about Chuba. Chuba might be coming back soon, too. That'd be nice for us.
Offense was struggling, and the defense was just doing, 3 and out after 3 and out, or they're just playing an outstanding game where that energizes the other side of the ball. Because I feel like that's what we saw. Like Jordan Travis came in, the offense got rolling, and the defense kind of stepped up a bit.
Yeah, we had some stints where guys on the defensive side of the ball would be cussing us out, saying that we were no help at all. Like when it starts happening, guys can't hold it. Like no filter on that sideline. So yeah, once guys
go
feel
ahead.
like they're not getting any help from the offensive side of the ball, and you already have issues with effort, it makes things even worse. Guys completely are giving up out there. But once he came in, guys started. It's crazy to say, like guys just started buying all like everything these coaches have tried to preach to the players. I'm sure from day one, it's like it all clicked once Jordan Travis came in. It's great. It shows you what a great leader at quarterback can do for your team.
All right, what's up, Henry Lee?
What's up, Turnt? What it do?
What's up, man? What you feel about our chances next week? I ain't got into the Notre Dame preview yet. I ain't even look at their team. I don't even care really, but I'm gonna do it today for the show. What do you feel about our chances of beating them? Like what they got? They got a good quarterback. What you think?
Tell you the truth, I haven't really looked too much up on Notre Dame this season, but I know I feel like this though. I'm damn sure a lot more damn waiting to see and more happier that the fact that we got another quarterback under the center.
Right. And he looked really comfortable doing it. I think Norvell always wanted Travis. I really believe that. I think he wanted to go with Travis the whole time. But the thing is, I remember how he gushed about him in the scrimmages. But the thing is, Norvell can't find out your true strengths and weaknesses with 1 month of practice. You can't find out your team. You can't learn them. Like in a month, you can't. That's freaking especially with a brand new head coach, with a whole new roster, and you got to work in your team and culture. God dang, that's a lot. That's a lot.
But you got to think about it. You got to think about it.
Yeah.
You got to think about it, Turnt. I just told you a couple of weeks ago.
You did.
That the guy felt like he had to give the players that was there the chance.
Yeah.
You know, to show what they can do. He felt like he owed that to the players that's been there for 2-3 years, that's been putting the time in, and you know that's been on a starting or a big playing time role. So it's just like I told you, man. These past few weeks, him and the coaching staff, they just been weaving everything out. Yep. I'm gonna give everybody their chance. I'm gonna give you a chance. So therefore, when we go ahead and roll with the way we gonna roll, nobody can't feel left out. Nobody can't feel like they didn't say they had no chance. Blackman had his chance.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he probably was high on Travis and seen more ways that he can use Travis in the type of offense that we're trying to run. I'm pretty sure he saw that, but he had to take everything into consideration. James Blackman got more game time experience. James Blackman been the starter for the past couple of years. So what more to not let him start or let even some more players. That's why you're gonna see some more players losing positions or changing positions or whatever, because they're trying to weave everything the way they want it to be weaved.
You know, I'm worried about. Well, first of all, okay, Cyrus Fagan gone. He was never a big player for us. It's not a big loss, but he was experienced. He gone. I don't know why. A comment here. I don't know. I have no idea. He gone from the team. He probably quit or something.
Oh,
that's out of coach. I don't know. But this comment here, it happened like 2 days ago. It's on. You can Google it. It'll come right up. Damn. He got dismissed. There ain't no reason. Yeah, he gone. Now,
man, he was a player, man.
I know. This is an interesting comment right here from Samuel Gibson. Now, this is the thing with this. This is a good question. Now, he goes, not a good question, but it's a fact. I'm no-blooded, but FSU has a 30% chance to beat Notre Dame only because of the defense and play call. I agree with that. I agree with the defense, but we're gonna put up points. I like our offense. Norvell got it humming now. But the defense, this is the thing though. If Norvell can get that special teams humming and the offense putting up points, and we can get like leads, that's going to put a lot of confidence in our defense. Now, Fuller, I don't know if he's going to mess us up. But I tell you what, when you're confident in your quarterback and your offense, you saw it in the game. It wakes up the defense. Because now they know offense, they know if they stop you, we gonna blow you out. That's what they thinking. Oh, we can get some more points, but let's get a stop right here. You know what I mean? And also they want to make plays. They want to get pick sixes. They want to make plays, but they're like, damn, we can't let the offense show us up. We can't let the offense show us out. So it brings Yeah. So George Travis,
one side of the ball motivate the other one, man. That's just how it goes. That's just
Right.
That's how the game goes. One side, because when you win, it's called that brotherhood, man. When you playing, that's why that brotherhood means so much. Because when you see, when one brother see the other brother on the other side of the ball fighting, the other brother gonna fight.
Right.
You know, when the other brother getting ran through and seem like they outweighed, then you know it's just psychologically it break down.
Right. This is the thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about Akeem Dent losing his spot, man. I'm starting to get worried. I saw in the Jacksonville State game, the ball was over the right shoulder. He was right there with the receiver. All he had to do was look over his right shoulder. He didn't look over his shoulder until like the ball. Damn, the receiver already was turned around. He ain't turned around till the ball was over his right shoulder. He didn't turn right. He didn't know where the ball was, so he just turned left. He did like a 180 turn and threw his hands up in the air. He didn't even know where the ball was. I'm like, bruh, what is wrong with you, man?
I wouldn't be too worried about Dent, though. I wouldn't be too worried about Dent. Dent just, you know, he young and I feel like he once he calmed down, Dent gonna turn out to be a good player.
He's supposed to be the best corner he's supposed to be the best corner in the country. He got all the tools. He just struggling to put it together. It's like some people going through severe growing pains. Like some growing pains like slow, but he going through severe
that's
really
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you just say, he was like a top corner coming out. So
he the top, top.
It's already a lot of expectations on him. He a young kid. He at Florida State. He finally, so it's just taking him a little longer to program what it is right now. He gonna come through. I'm telling you. Once he calm down, Dent gonna come through. He
the top. He the top coming out of high school. Now he tells us Fuller must go. Fuller better show up this game.
Fuller, I told you, man. Fuller, that's kind of like one of them Willie Taggart highs, one of them friendly highs, and you've been with me, but Fuller, I got to watch a little bit more to completely blame it on Fuller, but it's not looking good so far.
No, it ain't. Miko Dotson hurt. Jerz left. Hopefully he come back. Hopefully he come back soon. He should be coming back. I don't know. He hurt though. He been hurt the whole year. So that lets me know. That lets me know maybe he would have been starting because I was kind of like pat my own self in the back because I was talking about J-Dub. But J-Dub, I heard he's struggling a little bit out there at cornerback too. Maybe Miko was gonna start, but we'll see. We'll see. Miko might be a dog, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was speaking of Coach Fuller, something that I've been thinking about. If you think about it, look at Memphis games. Just in the recent season up under him, teams are scoring 30 and 40 damn points on them.
That's what he gonna do. That's what he gonna do with us in the future. He already did 41 just now. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So off that alone, I don't understand the hire. If your coach already giving up 30 and 41 points on that level.
Fuller. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, he might have to move on because of politics. They might be buddies like Jimbo and that his drinking buddy Third and Kelly. They might be drinking buddies. They might be drinking buddies, but he gonna have to push him over.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got ties. They got ties. He got some kind of respect for Fuller. But
yeah, He gonna have to move on.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to start hearing it from the right people though.
Yeah, we should be looking at bad. We should be looking at bad on defense. Like we got a few dudes that can play. I mean, you already got the whole left side of the field shut down with Asante Samuel. He already got the one receiver. All you got to focus on is everything else, and you still can't. You got a first round draft pick cornerback, right? All American. I'll say not first round. All American cornerback right now, and your defense looking like that. Like, bruh, send some blitzes in. Blitz. You got a cornerback to isolate on the island. You can put Asante Samuel on the island. Blitz. Why are we sitting back? That's frustrating. That's frustrating. You got Asante Samuel.
Yeah.
God dang, man. I don't get it. The fan base mad as hell.
I mean, yeah, because it's already laid out for you. Like I say, his pass defense was getting 30 and 40 points scored on him.
They're looking invisible. Samuel, he said he's a bend but don't break coach. God damn.
Yeah,
scared.
I seen that too. I said the same thing. I said that too.
He's scared.
But
He's
hell,
scared.
But hell, they breaking to it. They been for a while, but then they end up damn breaking.
Yeah, they get beat up top. So you might as well if you're gonna get beat up top, you might as well try to put the quarterback on his ass.
Yeah,
dang.
Yeah. I'd be so glad when Janaris Robinson gone, man. I promise you I will, man. Because he fooled everybody with that damn body, man. He done fooled all the coaching staff with his size and physique and don't know how to use none of that shit.
Let me go ahead. Go ahead.
Jumping off sides and shit, you know what I'm saying? God damn, you an experienced player. You still jumping off sides on third and short?
Hold on. Hit that like button, people. You burnt with Turnt Tuesdays. I'm sitting with my boy Henry Lee. We're chopping it up, give you some information. We're going to get into a Notre Dame preview in a little bit. We're just going to chop it up and go through these podcasts, get some FSU information out there. Yeah. So sit back, chill out. To me, the D is having a hard time with assignment, zone of man. They don't blitz enough just on first down. Nas and Jay Black in the fold, we will look different. Oh, yeah, we're going to get – yeah. So, Nas Radine, yeah. We're going to get some boys back hopefully soon.
Yeah.
All right, man.
We need him.
Yeah, we need him bad. He might make a whole defense better. We're going to see. We're going to see how what's his face
He damn sure going to make it better. I can promise you that.
Hey, he can't make it no worse.
It's kind of a coin flip.
Yeah,
ESPN with their FPI, and Florida State is now an underdog in every single game the rest of the way. I don't know that that's too terribly surprising. The games that Florida State was a favorite in, the Virginia game is now flipped to, instead of 51-49 Florida State, it's now 58-41 Virginia. Probably has to do with Virginia looking halfway decent.
Can I get a big deal with no
they've actually flipped us and Duke. Duke is now a 51% chance to win, and we're 49. Duke at 0-4 on the year. But they look decent against Virginia Tech. I guess it's kind of the thinking there. So it probably has less to do with us and more to do with these other teams. The NC State FSU game was kind of a coin flip, and now they've got NC State at 63.5% chance to win. Again, that's probably because they beat a ranked Pittsburgh team. We actually got a little bit closer to Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh lost that game. So there are going to be ebbs and flows. But now at this point, ESPN's FPI says we will not win another game. That'll change. If we go into that Duke game and they haven't won a game yet, I mean, I'm not cheering for this, but injuries happen both ways. I do think that'll change. We actually got a little bit closer on the North Carolina game, not much. I'm talking like 2% because they struggled against BC. But
hey, Van, you talking about Chuba, Van?
It's a tough road. Every game that we have for the rest of the way is going to be tough. There will be no easy wins. A lot of games are going to be dogfights, but I like the fight that we saw yesterday, whether it was Jacksonville State or not. You can quit against a bad team, and we didn't quit against a bad team like we did for the first game of the year. I'm not excusing it, but you kind of understand the team quitting when you get punched in the mouth against Miami. Not understand, that's a bad way to put it. That's not a great way to say it. But a team that's just that much better than you kind of get it. I'm glad that we didn't quit against Jacksonville State because that would have been a much more embarrassing loss than the Miami one. And so you see a team that can fight now, and hopefully when they get punched in the mouth, which will probably happen every single game for the rest of the year, they showed enough fight to not just lay down on the floor and quit. So that's what I'm most encouraged about. At the end of the day, if they don't win another game, but they at least put the effort forth, I'm excited. I'm also excited about these running backs. Again, I know it's Jacksonville State. I know it's easy to open up holes against an FCS level opponent, but I think Toa Philly might be a real one, man. We have looked good too. So
Toa Philly, hey,
Yo.
hey, Toa Philly went to my high school, bruh. Toa Philly.
Catch up.
He talking. He ordering food out. Hey, Toa Philly graduated from my high school. I don't know if you heard me. He ain't hear me. He ordered his food. I'll get back to you.
I think we should be fair in the games. Anyways, I think we're just gonna have to go out each week. It doesn't bother me. I think we're just gonna have to go out each week and prove it. That's just the reality of the situation. I think we do win some games that they don't expect us to win. But if we continue to progress each week, and then Jordan Travis does what he does with this offense and the new dimension he provides, we're gonna have an opportunity to upset a team that they have us as a major dog in. And I'm looking at that UNC game if we continue to progress. And some of these other games like Duke and Virginia, those will be games where we'll have chances to win. So I'm not really paying attention to that, but we will have to continue to prove ourselves each week. The reality is they're still looking at us as this team that gets punched in the mouth and quits. We played Jacksonville State. We showed some things to be excited about in the second half, but they're trying to see if we maintain that going further. So this week will show a lot, and things may change based on how we show up against Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think that's kind of spot on. You know, in the ESPN FPI, it's a decent indicator, but it also gave us like a 60% chance of beating Miami like 2 weeks before that game was played. So I'm not taking it into consideration. If you were to give me odds that Florida State doesn't win another game the rest of the season, I would bet a lot of money that Florida State wins another one and probably 2 or 3 more. You know, it's a rebuilding process. So there's going to be times where Jordan Travis is going to come out and look really bad at times. And we can't all just jump on all right, play the next guy bandwagon at that point. You know, it's going to happen. We need to work through it. And as a fan base and as a team, I think this, you know, it's a rebuild. That's exactly what it is. And we need to get better. And, you know, I think we're 21-point underdogs against Notre Dame with the over-under at 54. So they're thinking,
we're 20 points. That's not bad. I guess it's not that bad.
Why not go win a game you can't win? I'm not going to pick us to win it. I'm not going to.
I'm picking us to win. I ain't scared of Notre Dame.
No, I'm not.
I'll never be scared of Notre Dame.
But that doesn't mean you can't go out and win a game you're not supposed to.
Come on, we got the better players. I am not worried about Notre Dame.
Who wants to be
Notre Dame got the bigger players, man.
Oh, they big.
One.
Yeah, Notre Dame big every damn year.
They always big, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think that's where they always get most people in. They teams just.
But I'm still
especially against us, man. They teams, they just look like grown men against high schoolers.
Oh. That line. Yeah, they always big, but we should be able
line, they wide receivers, they cornerbacks, they just always big as hell.
They gonna run us. Jay Gutter said they gonna run the ball down our throats.
That too, they running backs always be big as hell, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know that, and tell the truth, Turnt. That's where Florida State got from, where we used to be in the 90s. We used to be the one with the big motherfucker intimidation. The big, long, tall, lanky cornerbacks and shit that even if he couldn't damn play cornerback, you ain't gonna throw it his way because his damn range too damn, you know?
Yeah.
Now you look at us. Now we got these little ass corner bites out there. Look like all our corner bites should play slot corners and shit.
We gonna be
That's the
fine.
difference. I don't know why Florida State got from that, man. Like Alabama offensive lineman, that's how our offensive lineman used to look. Alabama defensive lineman, that's how our defensive line used to look back in the day. What the hell happened? What made somebody say or think that we can get little ass players and still compete with the big ones?
I don't know. Ask Jimbo Fisher. Hit that like button, people. If y'all, wait, I know I left the spot. Hold on. If y'all tune in just now, hit that like. You burnt with Turnt, baby. Go ahead. What you say, Henry?
But tell you the truth, though, Turnt, that started happening like towards the end of Jimbo's tenure.
Yeah, I know.
Because it wasn't like that before. You know, even Jimbo had nice size. Look at James Wilder. That was our running back.
I'm talking about he started. Yeah, at the end he started the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he started that at the end, bringing in all them little ass players and shit.
Them linebackers look like basketball players.
Yeah, safeties, cornerbacks.
Wow, Jimbo was mad, man. He said, "Screw it."
Yeah, he did that. I knew Jimbo was gonna do that. I knew he was.
Damn. Just a little bit more, man.
The week.
A little bit more. We'll get to some
progress, and hopefully, even in the loss, we can take a step forward from where we were this week.
Yeah, true, Richard.
That's what I want to see, and we talked about that early in the year. I want to see the team be, and it's hard to judge when you're playing such a better opponent than you did the week before, right? It's hard to see improvement, and this isn't the transient part.
No, I saw improvement.
Beat Jacksonville State by 50, 40,
for sure.
So it's hard. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be tough watching it live because you're emotional and you're watching the game. But on the rewatch, I want to see.
Oh, let me do this to Ray Ray. Let me do this to Ray Ray. Goddamn you, Ray Ray. Goddamn you, Ray Ray. Only Ray Ray know what I'm talking about. God dang you, Ray. Ray Ray been with me 4 years. The whole time I've been on this channel. He a Miami fan, Henry. He the only Miami fan. He the only Miami fan. I think Richard's a Miami. Richard Hill, he all right too. I'm starting to like him. But Ray Ray has been supporting my channel from day one, and he a Miami fan. Even when the Miami channels be talking about me. Now peep this. I look at people comments to catch them out. I look at people comments now. See, I be keeping my mouth shut. I be seeing some backstabbing vultures around me. I just don't be saying.
Oh yeah.
They all over the place. But you know what with Ray Ray? With Ray Ray, I don't find a damn thing. It just be like, hey, leave my boy alone. That's my boy. I roll with Turnt. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Miami fan, but every damn time. Yeah. So you know what I do for Ray Ray every year?
What?
For the last 4 goddamn years, because only he deserve it. Congratulations, Ray Ray, for beating our candy ass. Congratulations. You deserve it. That's 4 straight. Goddamn you, Ray Ray. But you deserve it, man. Congratulations. You deserve it. Good win, man. But I'm gonna get back.
Not real.
Yeah, real. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well,
will the running backs break as many tackles?
That's the only one I give it to.
Just manhandle.
I said it to him. I said it to him on a message. I said it to him on a message. I just did it for him publicly right now. But I just responded to a reply on a post. I told him, congratulations, you're the only one I'm giving that to. I just did it publicly on my channel. Yeah.
Preparation that they did against Jacksonville? Probably not. Is the effort there, though? Is the defense playing better? Are we finishing out things? Are we finishing out blocks? Are we, is there ball security? Are we not throwing pick sixes? Shout out Tom Brady and Tate Rodemaker today.
5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns, Tom Brady. Put some respect on the name.
Oh, the Bucks.
If we can get 5 touchdowns out of Jordan Travis, I'll feel really good as well. But that's what I want to see. And that's the thing, right?
Okay, let me go.
To be competitive in the second half against a top 5 team. And I know we're not there, and it's unlikely, but at the same time, but if you can, that's something you can build on as a player, as a fan, whatever. Obviously, the fans don't matter, but as a player, if you're competitive in the second half against Notre Dame this year, even if you lose the game, and again, lose your blood mentality, that's where we're at right now after these past few years, you can go to next week and say, hey, we had a chance. We had Notre Dame on the rope last week. Why can't we just go and beat these guys by 10, 14 points?
Yeah, without a doubt, the players' mentality is should be to block out the outside noise, and they should believe no matter what they've been through that they can go in and find a rhythm and get them upset. Why, like Ruff Westbrook says, why not? Why can't it be us? On the outside looking in, of course, we know as fans that we're in a rebuild, so I don't expect us to go in and get this win. I'm not expecting it, but hey, they could prove us wrong. Like, we see upsets every week. And as a player, you shouldn't care what they're saying on the outside. Y'all's mentality is, let's go in here and get us a win. So we should see a winning effort this whole entire game as fans.
I hope so.
So this is not the official pick. Richie probably won't put those out.
All right, I'm gonna end it on that. These dudes put me to sleep. But I love you guys. I can't do no more. All right, we're gonna get into some we're gonna get into a little Notre Dame preview. But I gotta hear a little bit of another podcast. And then we'll get into some Notre Dame, see what Notre Dame got. Oh, and also we'll listen to Mike Norvell and Toa Philly. I meant to tell you earlier. Oh, he gone. Damn. What's up, Sandra? Sandra hear me, hurt me. What's up, Sandra? Right, smile in your face. Right, Sandra? All the time, want to take your place. All right, FSU podcast. Let's go to Nolecast. This little Nolecast. Just a little bit, and then we'll get into Notre Dame preview. Hit that like button, people. You dealing with TURNTTALLY. TURNTTALLY. Okay, where we at? Nolecast. I need Nolecast. Nolecast. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm getting it. Nolecast. I'm just going to Google it. Where are you at? There you go. All right, here we go. Jacksonville State game reaction.
From the EPR creation, Florida State's looked later on. Want to see how this team would respond in the second half under a different staff, and how whether there would be some things that I could at least pull from in terms of young players playing later on, different things like that. Whether there would be something to pull from the second half. I wanted to see that, and I do think that they came out better in the second half. They did score the one touchdown. They actually did show some life on offense in the second half. Right home about, but going from 3.6 yards per play, 3.2 yards per play in the first half. They were doubled up by Miami in the first half in yards per play, by the way. Miami 6.4, which is pretty decent. 3.2 is about as anemic as you're going to get. And Florida State managed 5.6 yards per play in the second half. Now, obviously, that's garbage time stuff, and Miami in the fourth quarter pulled some of their guys. But if you look at the third quarter only, Florida State averaged 7.2 yards per play in the third quarter to 5.3 for Miami. That actually was a pretty decent quarter. You could see that they actually came out and played decent football there. Looked like they sort of recovered themselves a little bit in terms of what they were trying to do offensively. Went to some tight end screens and things like that were able to hurt Miami and managed to get a score. And actually look like a competent and reasonably well coached team for just a little bit. And then when you got to the fourth quarter, dipped down to 4.2 yards per play, but still better than what you saw in the first quarter. Just not good enough. And when you look at that defense, Well, the defense was still a mess in the second half. Still gave up 5.3 yards per play in the third quarter, 6.1
that's a
through
lot of
3 quarters,
yards.
but 5.3 in the third quarter, 5.9 in the fourth quarter. But I mean, most of the damage was done by then. Still not very good though. I mean, Miami's just running the football pretty much at that point, and still no real answers for Florida State defensively. And that's, I mean, it was just a bad. You talk about an embarrassing performance in the defensive side. 7.7 yards per play given up in the third quarter. I mean, you're talking about insane production from what's frankly not that great of a Miami team. This Miami team's going to get exposed when they play better teams later this year. And that's Florida State was not able to do it, but a couple of teams are going to do that. And this Miami team is going to discover some of their limitations there. But yeah, this was a debacle. This was not good. There's no sugarcoating this. I actually got a text message from another former player who's now a high school coach who I think put it well. This is Chad Wheeler. He said, look, the indicator of how close you are is how you compete with your rivals. Presuming a 4-year progression, year 1, blowout loss, year 2, close loss, possible upset, year 3, win, year 4, convincing win. But we may be adding another category onto this. Year 0, demoralizing blowout loss. And I think there's something to that this is year 0, and this was worse than just a blowout loss. This was a blowout loss in which you had almost zero chance. I mean, this felt like a foregone conclusion after about the second drive of the game. It was like, oh man, these teams are just not.
All right. That's a little too depressing. Let's go to let's hear the spear. Let's go to hear the spear. That's too far in the past. I don't dwell in the past. Neither should y'all. Okay, here we go. This is the good one. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Hold on. Hear the spear. It's got to be this one. 19. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hit that like button, people.
Good as he was, winning a tough game, it's Jacksonville State. I realize the level of competition, but let's call it what it is. Last year, this team would have lost. And I think if Blackman would have started, this team would have lost today. So I was really happy to see them kind of push through the adversity and kind of get back to winning a tough game when you have to come back from 2 touchdowns. So very surprised that Travis was as good as he was in the passing game. I'm pleasantly surprised. Really liked what I saw from the offensive line. That continued to be okay, and that's better than what we've had the last couple of years. So, still a lot of questions on defense. Really question what some of the formations are, some of the calls. I get it. I know he's playing kind of handcuffed with some limitations on the pass rush and what he has at linebacker, but I still question some of that. That defense is bad. That first half, Jacksonville State had their way with Florida State. Even maybe a little bit early on in the third quarter too. But again, FSU did what they're supposed to do. They stepped up. And
we all saw the game.
They took care of business.
I'm gonna stop with this.
So, I'm happy.
We all saw the game. What I'm going to do, we're going to get into some Notre Dame highlights. I'm curious to see what Notre Dame got. So let's go to Notre Dame. Let's do a preview. Notre Dame, FSU. Let's do a preview. I have a preview video somewhere. It's an hour long. Hold on. Hit that like button, people. See what Notre Dame FSU preview. Hold on 1 minute. It's an hour long. That's the betting tips. A year ago. Let's see what the odds people talk about, and then we'll get it looking at their roster. For how long? What's on? Yeah. Thanks, man. All right, y'all. Hold on. Hit that like. You guys notice the fan base not giving the old same old a lot better than last year. You're right. Hold on 1 minute. Let me share this. Thanks, man. Okay.
Welcome into Wager Talk TV. We're talking FSU at Notre Dame. I'm joined by Robbie Vino and Steve Merrill from WagerTalk.com. I am Drew Martin. This game kicking off 7:30 Eastern time on NBC. Steve, coming to you first here. We're seeing the Seminoles. Tough start to this season, but they are catching 21 in South Bend at Notre Dame here, 52 being the total. What are you thinking with this ACC matchup, Steve?
Well, Drew, something obviously not right with Florida State for several seasons now. We keep feeling like this is a Class A team like they were in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and even in just a few years ago. But they obviously are not any longer. I do think with the new
hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's not even up. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry about that. God dang it. Hold on. That's the wrong screen I had up. Hold on. All right, here we go.
coaching staff and situation there. They will continue to improve as the season goes, but we haven't seen it yet. They put up only 13 points against Georgia Tech, only 10 points in that blowout loss against Miami of Florida. Had a game against a 1AA team in Jacksonville State last week. They only won by 17 as a 26.5-point favorite, 41-24, but it was not impressive. They were down 21-7 in that game at one point until they made the quarterback switch to Jordan Travis. Now, I guess there's two ways to look at it. They outscored them, 34-3 afterwards, but I'm not buying into it. They're now taking on a very good Notre Dame team. I actually used Notre Dame as a best bet in each of their first two games. Missed out with them against Duke. They got off to that slow start in week one, but then they throttled South Florida 52-0 as a 24-point favorite in the second game. Problem is, they've now been off for over 3 weeks due to the COVID situation. That's a concern here, but all things equal, I like Notre Dame, and my power ratings do make them a 25.5-point favorite.
Yeah, in
so
3
as long
weeks.
as they're fresh, ready to play, which I think they will be. They've had several weeks to prepare for this game. I think it's a pretty good spot for Notre Dame. I'm just not ready to jump on that bandwagon yet for Florida State until I see something against a 1A team this season.
Understandable.
All right, Steve and Robbie, what are you thinking here with the Seminoles and Irish?
Yeah, I'll build a little bit upon what Steve said there, where Florida State and Notre Dame are concerned. Jordan Travis will be your starting quarterback here. Dual threat sophomore. Probably somebody that Notre Dame has not seen much on tape. Brian Kelly talked about knowing James Blackman inside and out, but James Blackman no longer your quarterback. This is a third starting quarterback for Florida State this year. So certainly they're working out some kinks here. When he entered the game last week, Steve gave you the score 34-6. He engineered 5 consecutive touchdown drives. Now, again, it's a product of an FCS team, certainly, but the other QB freshman could not move the team whatsoever. So we'll give Travis a little bit of credit here. Want to hit real fast on the Notre Dame coronavirus situation, which Steve also talked about. They're down to 11 guys that will not be in uniform this week. It's a far cry from the 39 that they would have been without against Wake Forest had they played a couple weeks back. So the new depth chart is out. None of the 11 are mentioned on the depth chart. Brian Kelly said they're perfectly fine in their top 22. So they're okay. They haven't lost anybody of significance. look at Florida State real quick, guys. Not only the quarterback, but they're still shifting some personnel here. The defense has some constant and ongoing changes to that. A lot of it, Mike Norvell said, is because nobody wants to step up and take the lead yet. So they just keep putting bodies in to figure out who their leaders are on this team. And you know what's real troubling about Florida State, guys, when the coach says in the 4th week of the season that they're still working on things like pad level communication and defensive alignment. It's not really great. They have a little bit of confidence off of that win last week. They did build somewhat across the defensive line. But I don't know. Like Steve said, he's not buying into it. I can't see buying into it either. Here's what I would recommend. I think I would play first half under 27.5 points here. Brian Kelly more than once has cautioned about how long of a layoff it's been for Notre Dame and that they're really still working just to get in sync. They had a scrimmage Sunday, weren't necessarily there yet. We'll see what the practice week brings, but he's trying to emphasize not getting off to a slow start. It's really reminiscent of their season opener against Duke when they started slow in the first half. And in fact, Kelly was asked, is this like having another season opener? And he said you could almost consider that. I think they lean on the ground game because their passing game has been non-existent. How about this for a quote from Brian Kelly? In time, I think you're going to see a passing game that resembles the talent that we have. They're bringing a couple guys back off injury this week, but they're nowhere close. I think they run it. I think Florida State plays cautious with the new quarterback here in South Bend, and I'll take under 27.5 first half.
All right, looking towards the under in the first half. And Steve, coming to you in conclusion here, any kind of final thoughts on the game? And if you had to make a bet, would you have any recommendation here?
Yeah, Rob, you're getting some good value with that first half under because the game total is around 52, 51.5. So 27.5 would say, like 24 second half. So it's almost backwards, at least according to what Rob's saying. Love to get 28. I don't know if we will, but it looks like the line's dropping. But 28 would be a really key first half under. And I agree with you, Rob. I had Duke, as I mentioned. I had Notre Dame, in that Duke game. And I was kicking myself watching that first half. Notre Dame was extremely sluggish out of the gate. Now they've had almost 3 weeks off. It's kind of like week 1 all over again.
He's Steve Merrill on Twitter at Steve Merrill. That's 2 R's, 1 L. And Rob Vino on Twitter at Rob.
Thanks, y'all. All right. Now, we got that. Let's get a little bit of Notre Dame highlights. Just a little bit. I haven't seen them play except maybe a little bit in game 1. But they haven't played for like 3 weeks. All right, so this is the team Duke they killed.
In the gym.
Let's see. This is when they killed Duke, and then we'll get to Mike Norvell. This is why some of the Duke Notre Dame. Let's see. Might as well get some music on. Yeah, they always got some big boys on the seaweed piss green gold domes. These ugly ass uniforms. Ugh. What was that? Duke, you suck. Duke, you oh. Big boy. Oh. Nice return there. Hold on. Trying to get the sound right. 3-week layoff for Notre Dame. It'll make it hard for the receivers to get off the line of scrimmage. Or you make it hard for the receivers. 3-week layoff. And then running game, not even. They blew their ass out, man. All right, we're gonna do a few more. We're gonna get on Coach Mike Norvell, hear what he got to say. And toward Philly. And go from there. Let's see. Probably just ended on that. Let's see what Mike Norvell. I haven't watched this yet.
Hit
that like.
And to do that on a consistent basis. And there's throughout the early part of the season, we've seen flashes of that, and really in all three phases. But for us, we've got to consistently put that together. The only way that's going to start is consistently doing it in practice. It was good to see the guys out there had a good bounce in their step. We got some good on good work just to continue with the speed of the game. Excited about some of the steps that we're taking. It's good to get a couple guys back out. They're practicing, and we've got to have a great rest of the week as we're moving forward. Tomorrow will be a big situational day, but it's a good start to our week.
Hey, Coach. We've seen Lawrence's physical ability. I was just curious, what's he like in terms of at practice and meetings? I know it's a lot for a freshman to play as much as he has this early. What does he bring in those areas?
Yeah, that's probably one of the things I've been most pleased is the investment that he makes when it comes to learning a variety of things. And you've already seen him line up in multiple places. He's been in the backfield, he's lined up in the slot. He's been able to utilize the skill set that he has because of the investment he makes in his knowledge and developing that knowledge for what he's been asked to do within the offense. And really all of those backs, I think they've all done a great job in regards to that. All being first-time players. But that's one of the it's one of the reasons they came here too. Be able to be utilized and have that versatility. But specifically for him as a freshman, I'm really pleased with what I'm seeing.
And Mike, I know yesterday we asked you discussed about Jordan Travis's growth as a passer, what he does as a runner, but his energy, the way he impacted the game on Saturday through effort plays, hustling. I guess how infectious, how important is it to have that at that position?
I think it's you're definitely in the quarterback position. That's one that all eyes are on all the time. And you have those positive explosive plays. I mean, it does become contagious. And I think that the effort at that position is critical. Lack of effort can deteriorate your football team. And I think it's one thing I've been pleased with at the quarterback position when it comes to the effort throughout this year. And those guys have given great effort. But with the explosive play, the confidence, the things that the production that showed up, I mean, that's something that you really help push this football team.
Australian businesses have always been enterprising, and it's what we need more of right now.
Coach, where's Chuba along in the process? Does he do everything the quarterbacks do certain days, and then maybe you guys kind of do specialized stuff to get him up to speed on other days?
Yeah, he's coming along. I like his progress. He's getting close. And today we pushed a little bit more as the start of the new week. Today he went through Sunday night some team activities, which was good to see. Kind of getting him back accustomed to the speed of it, and it's going to continue on here throughout the rest of this week. And he's comfortable and feels ready to go. I mean, we've started even introducing just things of getting hit by bags and just having to know that contact is coming, because it's something that's so hard to kind of simulate, especially at that position. But he's coming along well.
I don't know if I can't remember talking to you about LaDamian's recruitment and like what you guys knew about him. Did you know about him before you came to Florida State, and kind of how you guys attracted him to Florida State?
I mean, with him as a young man, he's from Alabama. I remember when he was in high school, had an unbelievable high school career. And, actually signed with Mississippi State coming out. There was a little bit of a detour there in the junior college. And, he was at Jones. And we actually had a young man that was committed to us, another running back that was from Memphis that was at Jones. And so I got a chance to watch them a good amount, and they were kind of a 1-2 tandem. But Damon, when we got here, he was a guy that became a priority for us. And it was great to be able to get him here. I loved everything I saw about him, just his versatility. I think he has some of the best balance on the back that maybe I've coached. I mean, and showed up there in the game the other day, but you watch him play without the ball in his hands. He's an unbelievable teammate. Just he's a heck of a football player, and I'm excited about the growth I'm seeing from him. It was good to get him back this last week. We definitely missed him there in Miami, but I'm excited about what the rest of the season can be with him and the rest of those guys.
Hey, Coach, I was interested in knowing where you think you're at in terms of the style of play defensively.
We've got to continue to push. We've got to continue to be more relentless. We've got to get more consistent fundamentally with our pad level, and that's really across the board. And I think that confidence will continue to come. As we progress here forward. We got to experience that success. That was one of the things that was positive about the second half, really the second quarter, second half, and just kind of the response that we had as a defensive unit. But we've got to continue to establish that mindset, and that's something that has not been consistent. And we're pushing that standard there in practice, and guys have to respond to that, and then it's got to show up and apply on game day. We're playing a good number of players defensively. It's part of it, and in part because some guys haven't just taken the lead role, and we need to see that. We need to see guys that establish themselves in a position, and it's theirs because they play at an elite level every snap. And I like having depth. I like being able to play multiple guys, but it would be we need to continue to grow in some of those areas, and I think that will help build the confidence in all aspects, and continue to push forward with that.
Hi, Mike. We got to see DJ Lundy for the first time this season, and he got to play a little bit of fullback. How nice was it to be able to utilize that position, and how did DJ do in his first action?
I thought he did a great job. We put him in a couple of critical situations. Third down in the inside the goal line, and he was very, very productive. And it brings a smile to me because I like that's the position I love. Being able to be around, and DJ has put a lot of time and invested in understanding what to do. He is very versatile. It was good to see him out there on the defensive side of the ball flying around. DJ Lundy is going to be an exceptional football player. He carries those characteristics, work ethic, mindset, passion when he's on the field. I'm really looking forward to his continued progression as the season goes. It's good to get him his first game action, and I'm excited to see him again here this week.
I forgot about that.
My internet's been a little bad, Coach, so hopefully this makes it over to you. But just, it seems like the running game is probably going to take added importance this week for you guys, and just with, I guess, the high school 7-on-7 football culture these days. Is it hard? Does it take more time to instill sort of a run game mentality, and how much of the run game is a mentality?
Yeah, that's a good question. For us, it's everything's built around the running game, and whether it has to be mindset, demeanor, physicality, in all positions, and that's something that is critical for us to get established in every game. But on the flip side, sometimes you have to take what the defense gives you, and and be able to adapt and adjust to what that is. I love the balance that we had last week. I think we've seen some of the explosive runs, even in the earlier games this season where we're not successful overall. I think you see some steps in the right direction in the running game. I definitely think that goes to the O-line, the running backs, the tight ends, and the quarterback, all aspects of it. And so, I think our guys buy into that. And we really don't have much choice because it's going to be what we're going to do. I mean, we're going to be able to establish run, and that opens up opportunities for receivers, for running backs, tight ends, and the passing game. And so, it's exciting to see some of those steps in the right direction.
Hey, Coach, I'm curious. We saw Travis Jay on the sideline on crutches and Robert Cooper had a sling on Saturday too. Give a feel for how many weeks, months those guys might be out?
Or days.
Or days.
Okay, yeah. Just we're excited about what all the feedback we're getting is. Unfortunately, they weren't available last week, but we're going to see how they progress here this week, and I think it was a really good opportunity that we could have at least one, possibly both of them back here in the very near future.
I don't know if you're going to try to maybe go 2 for 2 with heart-to-hearts with, I guess, key players on your offense. But with the run game being an important part in establishing continuity, Dante Lucas, is he a guy that you guys are going to challenge this week, or have you? And has he responded, I guess, in a manner that you find positive?
He has, and the challenge was last week. And Dante didn't play in the game this past week. And one thing that I've seen some growth from him, even through the course of practice last week. I've seen growth from him in a lot of aspects. And if you go back and you watch the game, I mean, his energy on the sideline, I made him dress out because I wanted him to have that experience. And he's been a guy that started a lot of games early here in his career, but it can be taken away quick. And you got to continue to develop, continue to grow. I think that his mindset and approach is definitely. I mean, he loves this team. He really does, and he's working extremely hard to improve and to get better. And even there were some opportunities last week where he had to show a response to a situation, and I thought he did that. And through the course of the game, I was a great teammate on the sideline. I mean, encouraging guys. We had a lot of guys playing different positions, and it really kind of tested our depth to an extreme level. But he was always in it, and I think he got better through the experience. And we came back to work this week, and yes, every player's getting challenged. I mean, every coach is getting challenged. We're all in this thing together, and so we just want to be the best version of ourselves.
All right. I know a lot of times on defense you kind of have to give something to get something in general. You guys haven't given up a lot of big plays. I mean, I think you've only given up like 3 plays of 30 yards or more so far this season, which is really good. But Coach Fuller talked yesterday about teams kind of nickel and diming you underneath. How do you guys balance, trying to take away that versus maybe opening yourselves up for some bigger plays, and what goes into those decisions?
It is a give and take, and there's some things that as we continue to develop the confidence and understanding of executing some of the underneath things that we are trying to take away while still not giving up the big play. We're going to get better at that. And we've had some things communication wise. We've had a couple of things alignment wise that have hurt us. And quite frankly, I mean, there's been some things that just at times where we haven't seen the effort that's necessary to be able to kind of take away some of those underneath things. And so that is a challenge. And I'm really pleased. I thought our defense came out today in practice and kind of a renewed sense of urgency. You can watch on film. It shows up, and I tell guys all the time, what we see is who we are, and that's a direct reflection of me as a head coach, and a direct reflection of all of our coaches and the individuals. So we've got to continue to push to the standard we want and that we're going to expect. And I believe that our guys are gaining in confidence of what they're being asked to do. That's going to improve.
Okay. So Coach saying we gaining confidence. It's going to improve. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play some Toa Philly. Shout out to Toa. Let's play Jordan Travis first. So I'm gonna play about 3 more videos. I'm gonna play Pokey, one of my favorite players on the team. Toa Philly, Jordan Travis. Let's start with Jordan Travis. Get that light.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are. With Grammarly on your
Jordan, what are you, Dominican and Puerto Rican? What's with Afro?
Hey, Jordan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, 2 quick questions. What have the last 72 hours been like for you since that game wrapped up? And also, how did your body, specifically your knee, feel the next day?
The last 72 hours have been great. I've been feeling good mentally and physically. My body feels great, 100%.
I guess, I mean, this is really your first time entering the week, I guess, atop the depth chart as a starter, all that. Does that change anything for you? Do you have a different approach coming in, or do you try and keep it as close to usual as you can?
Oh, no, sir. No, I'm not changing anything. Just going into the week, just trying to get better every single day. Just working. Just working on the men's playbook.
That's the answer for every mix.
Trying to get better every single day.
But he don't look like
Jordan, when did you find out you were going to be named the starter, and what did Coach Norvell say to you about it?
he don't look like that quarterback.
I found out yesterday, and we just talked about it, and we're just going into the week with the same mindset, just trying to get better every single day.
You look almost Hispanic.
Jordan, so much of your game seems to be predicated on you being able to run the ball, but like you don't just run and get out of bounds easily. You try to earn extra yards as much as you can. Coach Dillingham talked about kind of trying to let you know the difference between 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, not that big of a deal. Kind of preserve your body.
Okay.
Can you play with that happy kind of medium, or do you have to be totally full out and not worry about your body? I guess.
I have to learn that for sure. I had to work on that. That's one thing that's important. We're not in high school anymore, so I got to start saving my body and getting down when I have to get down.
Notre Dame hasn't played a lot lately, but their defense looked really good the first couple of weeks. What have you seen from them on film, at least from their early games?
They're a really good defense. We just got to go out there and play our game. We got to focus on ourselves. We can't focus so much on them. It's about us. We're our biggest opponent every single week, so we just got to go out and just play football.
I guess with how you kind of fluctuated up and down the depth chart, I mean, are there any receivers that you kind of built pretty good chemistry with before you kind of earned the starting job? Is Pokey one of the guys that you kind of learned to lean on?
Oh, yes, sir. Pokey's my guy, but all the receivers are great, so I just got to keep getting to work and work with all of them. So, sorry.
For a room with quarterbacks that have each gotten game time, each had their success, their struggles, how nice has it been for y'all to just kind of be a close-knit group and lean on each other throughout all of this?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for that every single day. We have we got James, we got Chuba, we got Tate, we got Gino every single day. Like, you come off the field in the game, and whether it's a bad play or good play, you always have your boys right there just like encouraging you to keep going. So it's awesome for sure.
He got a little swag about him on the field too. He got a little quiet confidence about him.
Hey, Jordan, Coach was saying just your effort is contagious on game day. Positive plays equal positive momentum for this team. Is that something that you try to do in practice too, showing that effort, trying to get this team motivated?
For sure. Just give 100% on every single play, but the boys are out there giving 100%, so it kind of pushes me to keep going. So it's that's important for sure.
Are there quarterbacks that you've, like, coming up through high school or even till today, are there quarterbacks on the either college or NFL level that you've watched and kind of wanted to, maybe pattern some things after?
Honestly, James Blackman has been one quarterback that I've looked up to my entire high school, and when I was at Louisville, he's been a quarterback that just I love how he plays his game. He has so much passion, and he's a leader, and that's how I'm trying to what I'm trying to become.
James is super competitive. You're obviously super competitive. I mean, how are you guys able to kind of coexist and pick each other up despite there only being, like one football?
Well, we're boys. I mean, I love him. That's my guy. So we're just out there every day.
They're on the same team. Like, God, what you going to fight?
Trying to push each other to get better every single day, and that's all we can do at this point.
I don't know if this is like storybook, but I mean, being able to go to play Notre Dame, your first start, they're a top 10 team. I mean, I don't know kind of what the mindset is in terms of pulling off the upset, but just where is, I guess, your confidence level, and what is the approach of this team going into what should be a pretty difficult matchup for you guys?
Oh, once again, we're just focusing on ourselves. That's all we got to do is just focus on ourselves and just keep working. I mean, he's got to get better. That's the main goal every single day, just to get better. If you keep getting better every single day, then who knows what can happen. So we're just gonna go out there and give it all, and then let's see where it goes from there. All right, thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's join Travis. Let's get a little toward Philly. Matter of fact, let's get Poke. Let's get Poke and then we'll end with toward Philly. Little Ontario Wilson. Good game, young man. You look different from what I remember.
The first question will be our show from Odell.
Welcome back.
Hey, Pokey, how you doing?
Hey, man.
You about the best receiver on the team.
With a quarterback like Jordan that can extend plays, does it change what you guys do? Do you have to extend what you're doing if you're not immediately open? Like I was wondering, I know he had that play where he rolled to his left and found you coming back to him. Was that where you were supposed to be with the route, or are you coming back because you knew he was moving around in the pocket?
Yeah, I was supposed to be there on the route, but I was also working back to him with him scrambling. We were just working scramble drill. That could be brilliant to know people.
Hey, Pokey, I know that perimeter blocking is emphasized every single day in practice. It's something you guys spend a lot of time on, but it seemed like it was taken to another level this past week. Did you feel like this was as a wide receiver group, the best week of blocking you guys have had?
Yes, sir. This week we really focused on blocking through the Wilson, so that's what we practiced and we just rolled up to the game.
Hey, Tamari, and now that you guys got the offense rolling a little bit in the last game, how's practice been different this week? Are you guys feeling is a little more excitement, a little bit more juice in your step?
Like, that's how we move the ball in the game. In practice, we move in every play. It feels good. We got a lot of energy. Everything is going good.
We saw what Jordan did, just his entrance in the game Saturday, how it kind of sparked the offense. How have you seen that kind of carry forward for him this week, kind of him starting the week as the starter?
I mean, all our quarterbacks bring a spark, but
What's up, Will?
got their own skill set that they bring. With Jordan being able to like move around the pocket, it just makes
I said we gonna need Chuba back in case Travis get hurt. We need Chuba.
Hey, you guys obviously lost a great running back when Cam Akers left after last season. When you brought in these new running backs, I mean, Lawrence is a freshman and LaDamian is a junior college transfer, and Jay Sean transferred in too. Was there a point where you felt like, okay, we're going to be okay, like you saw in camp or maybe in these early games where you realize, okay, these guys can play and we're going to be okay at running back?
Yeah, so we got a lot of backs, and they all competing every day at practice. So it ain't no drop off really, because everybody competing to try to get that starting spot.
Hey, Pokey, how you doing, man? Just wanted to see, not the first time that you and your teammate Terry have kind of both made plays in a game. Considering that, he almost went pro about possibly last year, what was it like to get back on the field and both of y'all have a big hand in the game and a win as well?
It was just fun to get out there and make plays, being able to get the ball in my hand and seeing him making plays even, they get me excited.
Kind of following up on that, what were you thinking when you were running the ball and all of a sudden he was keeping you in bounds? And did you think he was trying to tackle you? Like, how did you process that in the moment?
Like, it happened so fast. Like, after he caught me, I caught my balance and I just started that running. All right.
Is that it? Must be. Dang, he don't want to be there. All right, we got one more. I haven't seen these yet. I'm going to watch Toward Philly. He went to my high school, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to Philly Plus Park High School. May be the best running back on the roster. True freshman. Congratulations, kid. Wow. You the best. You the best talent we ever had come out of Pinellas Park.
Hey, Lawrence, how you doing?
I can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
To a Philly.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Lawrence, Coach Norvell was complimenting you today when we spoke to him about the fact that you're able to play multiple positions because you put in the time and the effort to learn those multiple positions. At what point did you realize you might have to play a lot this year, and you need to learn as much as quick? Is that just how you've always been, or did they come to you before camp and say, "Look, we want you to play a lot of different positions"?
I mean, I just do whatever is asked. If whatever I can do to contribute to help the team win, I'll do it. Sure.
Lawrence, on your touchdown run to Maureen Terry's, they're blocking about 15, 20 yards downfield. How cool is that to see a wide receiver doing that for you?
That's the greatest thing you can see. That's just teamwork, great effort. I appreciate it for teamwork.
Lawrence, through the first 3 games of this season, what has kind of stood out to you about the college game as compared to like the high school game? What have you noticed right off the way that's kind of a little bit different for you?
Everybody's smarter, I would say. Just smarter, bigger, faster. But it's football at the end of the day, so I'm adjusting pretty well.
Hey, LT, how valuable has the film been for you, just going back, watching what you're doing in games, what's in front of you, learning from the experience?
Film is critical. It's just very important to watch and learn things that you can work on. Watch like film on the other team or opponents and get used to their fronts and different things like that. It's just very helpful.
As a teammate, were you more excited about LaDamian's touchdown run where he kept his balance, or the block you had at the end of your run around that left side that's kind of gone viral? Everybody, you put a guy on his butt towards the end of a play.
I mean, every time Will does something, I'm excited. My brothers, all the running backs are my brothers. So when they score, I feel like I scored. All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's see his touchdown run right quick. And I'm going to end this. Get something, bitch. You boy return, baby, that like button. Boy, stop. The hostess with the mostest, that is. Let's go. No. Blue. Raw. Oh, look out for my video tomorrow, my weekly video. I'm going to do a premiere again. It was a great time. I had a great time with it. Y'all showed up. I'm going to try and do that once a week for y'all that come back. TURNTTALLY holidays, I'm going to have the weekly video for y'all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. It's going to be a live premiere, baby. So be there. Watch it with me at the same time. I'm about to get it worked up right now. Yeah, we ain't going to be a beast for us. Let's watch Toa Phillips' touchdown run, and then that's it. Hold on. Right? Also hit that like button before you go, baby. But look out for the premiere video tomorrow. Let's go.
7 of 10 for Travis through the air, 139 yards and a touchdown to Helton. 3rd and short. We'll toss it out. Toa Philly inside the 5 to the pylon and in for the touchdown. Lawrence Toa Philly, TV Knowles.
Shall I say a little Dalvin Cook-esque? A little Dalvin Cook-esque. Freshman.
The game Gamecocks are going to have several bodies out here if they can create a vice angle, and it's just jumping inside. And we got Fuquay right there. Colby Fuquay has got to stay.
Let's watch it one more time with the music. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up.
Bluetooth mode. Learning mode.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on.
All right. So you gonna be able to go?
Hold on.
Learning mode.
Jeez. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, thanks, Will. Let's go. No blood ball. No blood ball. Wave it up and down like a free throw. God damn it. Get it.
Bodies out here. If they can create a vice angle, then it's just jumping inside.
Please know the game. We got to go from this video tomorrow night, baby. Hit that like, baby. Don't stop. Boy, stop. We on top like a cherry on a Sunday. Let me pause this off.
Hey, Pokey, how you doing?
Sorry, y'all.
Hey, with the quarterback like Jordan that can.
Bluetooth mode.
All right, y'all.
Waiting for connection.
Thank y'all for joining me. Look out for my live premiere video tomorrow night.
What is this one today?
So you're going to use flour?
I'm trying to turn this
but
off.
not
Shut
the one
up.
you pick outside.
Oh, not flowers. Okay, like.
Damn. Sorry about that. My thing's catching all types of bugs. Just turn off. Hit that like button, people, before you go. Sorry about this. Goodness gracious. Look out for my live premiere video tomorrow, 7 p.m. And that's about it, man. Chill the nose on. We gonna win this thing. We got Toa Philly. He's the future. We looking good. He might break out this game. And I appreciate it. Thanks for the donation, Will. Thank you for your donation, brother. Thank y'all. Keep it chopping, baby. Let me turn this. No blood. Raw. Peace. Till next time, keep it chopping, baby.
Bluetooth mode. Waiting for connection. Connected. Learning mode.
Saturday, I'll kind of spark the open. How have you seen that kind of carry forward for him this week, kind of in the week that he started?
To the land of Jerusalem. Let me tell you how to get real funny. It's found in the land of milk and honey. Pour away the juice season and it's always sunny. No over there, that's money for dummies. Instead of drinking soda and for the fair, I'm cooking for she could catch you eating that man. Ladies, holy God, I got rounds on days. Rolling in on the planes and I ain't going to keep on. For me to see it, that can be done. Lay your hands, follow the law. You don't know what you want, sacrifice yourself. And I'm a man of people, yes, I am. I think, stick a dick in your he was like honey ham. What's the plan? Make my right build the people on my land, watch me rise. They feel like a Sunday. Simple man, God was running. It's always funny. You can run me to the land of no service, nothing running. To the land of Jerusalem. From the tree of life, I'm picking, gnashing teeth in hell. Ain't no sleep for the wicked. I'm shining, I'm